Okay. Enough is enough. Seriously, enough is enough. On Wednesday, South Australia Police launched their Easter campaign, knowing that the evidence tells us that this is a very dangerous time to use our road network. Yesterday morning, in conjunction with the advertiser, South Australia Police launched a campaign, Enough is Enough. We drew a line in the sand because we're very, very concerned that the messaging is not getting through and that people aren't taking the road safety message seriously. Yesterday afternoon, the Police Commissioner and the Police Minister stood exactly where I am today, in front of the banner behind me, and pleaded with the road users and the public of South Australia and interstate visitors to use our network safely and to be responsible on our roads. Well, what do I say? Tragically, 3 days after the campaign launch, I'm here talking to you again. What I can tell you is that just after 1 o'clock this morning, 2 semi-trailers had a head-on collision 20 kilometres south of Port Augusta. At that location, police and emergency services responded to an absolutely devastating and horrific scene. 2 people have lost their lives as a result of that collision. I can tell you a 31-year-old from Port Augusta and a 35-year-old from Campbelltown have lost their lives and been killed in that collision. Enough is enough. When are people going to understand the messaging? Don't be complacent, because this can happen to you. Major crash investigators do not want to spend their Easter going to these type of scenes, nor do other emergency services. Just think about it. This morning, 2 families were devastated when police knocked on their doors in the early hours of the morning to tell them that their loved ones wouldn't be coming home this Easter. Road death is a serious problem within our state at the moment, and it's not just confined to one particular family. It devastates families, it devastates communities. It can have long-lasting effects. A lot of people never recover from the trauma of road deaths and serious injury crashes. So please, I don't want to be standing here again over the Easter break talking to you about another tragic fatality on our roads. Get the message. Enough is enough. Be responsible. If you're driving for extended periods, have brakes. Drive to the posted speed conditions. Make sure that you're not distracted. Certainly don't drink and drive or take drugs and drive, and use the roads in a safe and responsible manner. Because your actions may not only impact on you, they may impact on other innocent road users.
Can you give us any more information about what happened with this overnight fail?
As I said, what I can tell you is that it was a head-on collision 20 kilometres south of Port Augusta, and that as a result of that, 2 people have lost their lives.
Did someone veer into the wrong lane?
It appears so, yes.
Was this crash preventable?
Every single crash this year and in other years is preventable.
How disappointing is it, or concerning for police, that 1 hour into the Easter long weekend there were only 2 fatals?
It's devastating. It's devastating for the police, it's devastating for emergency services, and it's devastating for the state of South Australia.
There are now heavy delays on the Augusta Highway because of the road closures. What would you say to people who are complaining about having to sit in traffic?
What I would say is that it's unavoidable. It's part of our job. We need to do a complete examination of what actually happened, and people just need to be patient and understand if they don't want the delays, then drive safely on our roads and take some responsibility.
Are you even more worried now about the next couple of days?
No, I'm not. I'm worried all the time about people using our road network, particularly in light of what's been occurring this year. And again, I implore people, take responsibility and don't be complacent, because it can happen to you. That's the message. Complacency will kill you or get you seriously injured.
Has safe work at the scene?
I'm not aware.
How rare is it to see 2 trucks collide head-on?
But it's not something we see frequently.
Can you tell us, did one of the trucks burst into flames?
Yes, one of the trucks and one of the occupants was incinerated at the scene.
Do you know where the trucks were both going?
No, I don't.
Do you know how long they've been on the road for at all?
No, that's part of our investigation. That's something that we will certainly look closely at, whether fatigue was a factor in this collision.
There were some indications of a car being involved. Has this been ruled out?
A car wasn't involved.
Who was first on the scene? Was there a passerby in a car that attended? Or?
I don't have that information.
We can see that you're obviously very passionate about this topic. Is this because it is getting out of hand and people aren't listening?
It's because I've been a member of the police force for an extended period of time, and I've had to go and knock on people's doors, and I've had to give devastating news to families. So I know firsthand what it's like, and I've attended scenes like this, and I know exactly what it's like, and it is devastating.
Have you seen some of the pictures from the crash today, and can you describe the scene for us? We know that one of the trucks obviously did burst into flames.
All I can say, it was a very large scene, and it was a tragic situation.
What were the conditions on the road like last night?
I'm not sure. I mean, it's fine, it's dry. The conditions shouldn't have contributed to this fatality.
And it was a straight stretch of road?
I'm not sure.
Can you confirm they both died on the scene? Were any of them taken to hospital?
No, they were both deceased immediately.
That truck that burst into flames, was that carrying anything flammable?
I'm not sure. We're trying to establish what its cargo was at the moment.
What is your biggest concern now for the rest of the weekend? Is it country roads? Is it speeding fatigue? What is your primary concern?
I guess the evidence tells us that over Easter, the highest risk is on our regional roads, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be vigilant within the metropolitan area. And I guess my major concern is the fact that clearly our messaging, despite what we're trying to do in a number of different forums, people just aren't listening. It's just not getting through. And as I said, people need to understand that complacency will get you killed or get you seriously injured. So take responsibility for your behaviour on the roads.
As police, do you feel you've almost exhausted all avenues to get this message across? Is there any other way to get into motorists' head, or what are your thoughts here?
My thoughts are I don't really know what more we can do.
Last one, there is one more. Do you think he's suggesting anything to the government that they could do? Something that needs to change in terms of laws or?
No, I'm not suggesting that at all. I think what needs to change is driver behaviour.
On a different matter, can we ask, are police confident that they now have the right man in relation to the Blair Athol attack?
I'm not going to answer any questions in relation to that.